warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning. My name is Nur Safika binti Muhammad Yatin, and today I'm going to present Bai' ad-Dayn in Islamic contract. Bai' ad-Dayn means the sale of debt. It is a controversial sale contract in many of its applications for economic activities because it involves the sale of a subject matter which is considered by most jurists as ribawi. Example, debt is considered as similar to money. Furthermore, some Islamic countries do not practice Bai' ad-Dayn for reason of ribawi, which refers to riba al-buyu in particular. The rules of riba al-buyu entail same denomination should be sold only at par and for cash or on the spot. Different denomination can only be sold in spot transaction. The reason as to why Bai' ad-Dayn is considered as controversial issue, some countries practice it and some leave it without prior improvement taking place. It is worth mentioning here that the principle of Bai' ad-Dayn is not widely used by other Islamic banks, especially in the Middle Eastern countries. In Malaysia, it has been practiced. Generally speaking, Bai' ad-Dayn is not widely used as compared to buy bintaman ajil and other financial instruments. Relatively, it depends on the benefit and public need of Bai' ad-Dayn in the certain countries. Financing in parts. The Islamic banks appoint the customer as the purchasing agent for the underlying goods. The customer purchases the needed goods from the seller, foreign exporter, on behalf of the bank, which pays the seller or exporter and resell the goods to the customer at a markup price. The customer is typically allowed a deferred payment, since the sale of goods by the bank to the customer on deferred payment constitute a debt. A debt is a securitized in the form of a bill of exchange drawn by the bank on and the customer for the full amount of the selling price. Second one is trade financing in export. An exporter, when an approved IAB facility, prepare the export documentation as required under the sale contract or letter of credit. The export document should be sent to the importer's bank. The exporter draws on the foreign commercial bank a new bill of exchange as a substitute bill, and this will be the IAB. The bank should purchase the IAB at a mutually agreed price using the concept of Bai' ad-Dayn, and the proceed will be credited to the exporter's account. Sale of debt is not permissible is sell the one that disallows it. Means we cannot sell goods that do not belong to us, because in the Islamic and Sharia perspective view, it is wrong because we sell goods that we do not own, that we persecute others. But there are exceptions in the Bai' ad-Dayn contract where it is more specific to the Bai' ad-Dayn bil-sila contract. In this contract, the sale of debt is permissible if we follow the terms and conditions as stated by Bank Negara Malaysia's Sharia Advisory Council. Trading of debt. In Malaysia capital markets, it is referred to by the Securities Commission as a transaction involving the sale and the purchase of securities or debt certificates issued by the debtor to the creditor as proof of their debt in compliance with Sharia. It is a transfer of unpaid debt to the debtor himself or to a third party. This debt trading rule is similar to the hiwala, debit transfers rule, which means that discounting or excess is not allowed and debt trading must be on cash terms. Good must be shipped or service rendered. The one that allows sale of debt. The first opinion is the one that makes the selling of the debt. Hanafis, Shafi'is, Malikis, and Hanbalis, the four scholars of Islamic jurisprudence, allows debt to be sold to debtor on the basis that the creditor has complete debt rights, so that his debt can be sold to the debtor on the condition. Based on the different views of scholars, regardless classical or contemporary, the point raised is the legitimacy in using Bai' ad-Dayn in Islamic economy, of which it must be Sharia compliance. Therefore, Bai' ad-Dayn should be given due credit to contribute for the Islamic economy, particularly in the Islamic banking and finance. To ensure that Bai' ad-Dayn be practiced widely, there are certain conditions should be taken place. Firstly, all the Muslim countries, especially those in the Middle Eastern, should or at least attempt to allow Bai' ad-Dayn to be undertaken when necessary in transacting economic activity. Secondly, the Muslim world should seriously consider Maqasid approach to accept the importance of Bai' ad-Dayn. Thirdly, the transaction rules by Bai' ad-Dayn must be bound by Sharia. Finally, the creditor sells his asset either to the debtor or to a third party. Thank you.